Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of Digital Bytes, where we will be examining best practices to follow in 2021 for financial services marketing companies. The context, of course, is the pandemic caused by COVID, which has led consumers to have a drastic change in their mindset due to, loss of lives, loss of jobs, loss of businesses, to one of more prudence, frugality and health consciousness. People's minds have changed and the way they're behaving has changed dramatically. For more on that, in terms of how to market during and post, you can check out our videos over here. Having said that, let me also tell you that if you like what you see, please comment below and hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, because you'll have lots of videos which will add real value to your professional perspective over time. So let's come to financial services marketing. First, let's look at how they go about it. To begin with, you're not selling products one time. What you're doing is establishing a relationship that empowers consumers, giving them financial resilience, preparedness, and value over time. That's how it works. The second thing that financial services companies do is offer products and services which are aimed at every stage of the life cycle. So whether it's a person who's starting a career, getting an income for the first time, whether it's a young married couple, double income, no kids, as they say, dinks, whether it's a young family with children, whether it's a mature family with older children, whether it's HNIs or the elderly, financial services companies have products aimed at every one of those stages. And every one of those stages can be an entry point for a brand of financial service. And then they can graduate the user up the life cycle stages. So the opportunity exists to establish a long-term relationship and for life cycle management. The third thing that financial services companies can offer is products laterally across every stage of those, every point of those stages in life. So depending on the emerging needs as the family grows, products are offered or services are offered that helps them to build up a surplus, helps them to provide for the future, helps them to provide for exigencies, and so on and so forth. Now, the best way to be able to do this in terms of moving up the life cycle and offering lateral services is by meeting them at their point of need. And you can do that on digital, where meeting them at the point of need and having conversations one-on-one with them to be able to get them to look at the options in front of them and make an informed choice is definitely possible. And it can be done through full funnel marketing. For more videos on full funnel marketing, you can check out the navigation bar on the left. Now let's take a look at the best practices to follow in 2021 for financial services marketing. First and foremost, practice empathy. People are hurting. They're hurting emotionally, they're hurting financially, they are fragile and are easily dissuaded when somebody tries to hard sell to them. Practice empathy. Let them know that you are reaching out to them because you're concerned, that you're empowering them, that you're strengthening them, giving them options to make themselves more financially resilient, to help them prepare and help them to be able to create something of value for exigencies. So practicing empathy is probably the single most important thing for you to do. The second thing is focus on what matters to them. So at the top of the funnel, at the awareness level, offer products and services that are of top concern to them. And how will you identify that? You can do ongoing research online. You can do ongoing research with your own customers. At both levels, whether they're prospects or customers, periodic online surveys can let you know what exactly their key concerns are and whether they're changing over time. It's very important to do this. Consumer marketing companies are doing this all the time. And this is the time that financial services companies need to start. Because when it comes to the consumer's mindset today, we're in uncharted territory. We don't know in what direction it will move. The third thing is laterally promote products to your own customers, because they're already within the fold, and as they're moving up the life cycle, they will have needs that are emerging. And those needs may emerge also because of the effects of the pandemic. So using your understanding, cross-promote to your own customers. You can also cross-promote to customers by doing keyword research analysis to understand those who have what's called custom intent, who are looking for a particular kind of service. So you can promote to them as well. And lastly, the most important thing perhaps for the customers that you already have is to do an outreach to them. You can easily identify which of your customers is struggling financially. Reach out to them, counsel them, offer perhaps a moratorium in repayments, maybe a bridge loan to help them to manage during a particular financial crisis. Whatever it is, if you're able to do this and do it effectively, you will win customers for life. And that is the way to go given the current mindset of consumers. Remember that at all times, we must be sensitive, we must demonstrate understanding and empathy, and we be very empowering in the way we reach out to customers or prospects so that they understand that we're there for them and that you can be their financial services partner on this journey to building up the resilience and recovering from the effects of the pandemic. That brings us to the end of this edition of Digital Bytes. If you liked what you heard, comment below and hit the like button. And remember to subscribe to our channel. Bye-bye.
Hey guys.
We're the team behind Digital Bytes. We hope you found these videos informative.
If you have any suggestions or topics that you want us to cover,
Please comment below.
Don't forget to hit subscribe.
Thank you.